Welcome back everyone to another video. Today we are having some crazy volatility and volume on gold. So let's start with the top-down analysis and let's get into it. Alright. Wow, today the daily candle was about, I believe, 4,000 pip. 4,000 pip. Just we are on Monday, first day of the week. What a blast, what a move, what's happening. So we'll start with the top-down analysis, and then I will get into it, each and every step, each and every detail, and how are we gonna trade today using price action, pure price action, no indicators, no any bullshit. Alright, so we can see here that gold has been moving down for the past week. Dropped more than, I think, 10,000 pips. It's right around that. So in here we have our current support and resistance area is right about here on the daily, and we have a minor area also right about here. Nice support that's being formed. It looks like it wants to flip this daily week, but it's gonna take things slowly and we'll get from there. Alright, so on the 4 hour on the 4 hour looks very interesting. On the 4 hour it looks like it's pulling back, so for a better opportunity to move down. That's how it looks on the 4 hour. There is about 45 minutes for this 4 hour candle to close, and in the 1 hour things doesn't look that bad. Alright, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The past 5 hour candles was bullish. So we kind of have to be careful right here with buys. On the 30 minute is the same, nothing interesting that much. Price is just bouncing off this support area right here. We have a support right here, so probably we are gonna look for sells below this area. Sells below, which are gonna be very juicy. Also anticipating this week to be filled right here to the left hand side. This about 1,000 pip. And let's check now the 15. Alright, the 15 closed bearish, but we have some choppiness to the left hand side, so I'm not actually looking for buys at the moment. We need this candle to close bearish, at least on the 1 hour, and then we will be looking from buys if it closed above this area right there. Let's look really quick to the left hand side. To the left hand side we can see to the left hand side you can see that there is some sort of a support area right there, but sells below looks very clean to move down for about, this is like 600 pips, which is amazing. So it will be much better to focus on sells for today. This kinda looks like a fake out. Look at that, it looks like a fake out on the 15-minute time frame. Sales gonna be below here, so let's check how much is this range. Wow, it's about 800 pips. Not small at all. So, but this week it closed much smaller, a little bit smaller than the previous week, so I prefer waiting for a better setup, a good setup, and we'll probably take it from there. Now about gold, why is gold is dumping? So I think we have two reasons. That the war is almost over, so Trump said like it's about 5 days for this Trump to be over, and this is one of the reason. Look at that, and he's not gonna attack anything for the 5 days. I believe that's why gold is not going up anymore. And then the second reason is probably because when oil dropped, it gives it's good for the USD. Look how gold dropped right here. You know that USA, their economy is actually it's one of the biggest country for oil. Look how oil dropped about, wow, 16%, right, about 10% drop today, which will give, I believe, strength to the dollar. Let's check the XY. Yeah, so probably that's why gold is dumping. Also, there was another reason that the US economy, I believe the Pentagon is selling the gold that the USA have to cover the losses from the war. So they're basically selling the US gold to cover the war losses. Alright, so this actually doesn't look like the perfect setup. I was looking for a little bit bigger wick than this, because it looks like it wants to create support somewhere here and then go up. But yeah, I am just very open for sells below, which is gonna be amazing if we can get a closure below. That's gonna be amazing. And for buys, we need price to create support at least on the 1 hour. Like this 1 hour candle could retrace till here, create a support, and then we will be looking for buys from there, because there was like 5 1 hour candle that's moving up bullish. Also, if you notice that price closed below this area, which looks very good for sells, that means we are still bearish. We are not bullish yet. We have to retest this area anyway. All this area, we have to retest all this area right here, so we can move to the upside. Hi, Abdullah. How are you doing, man? How is your trading day going? What a nice volatile day to trade. Please raise voice. Okay, Abdullah, I'm gonna raise my voice just for you. so you can hear me well. I hope you can hear me now. So yeah, I believe gold is just dumping because of this news from Trump. And in 7 minutes we have New York session open. We have NYSE open. Yep, as you can see here, NYSE open right about 8 minutes, less than 8 minutes, 7 minutes. And the clock is ticking now. Less than 7 minutes. We'll have NYSE open, which will be there a lot of volume. And I think it's a good chance to take some trades. Right about maybe about the open or after it, if we can get a green candle here, a retest from this line like this, we can get a nice retest and then keep going down with the sell-off like this, closure, and then we will anticipate this move down. Something like this will look much better. Just one green candle, and yeah. So is the voice now good? Everything is okay now? I hope it's good. Yup, it's going to break, I believe, soon. It looks like it's moving to the downside. It's not going up yet. We need to create like a double bottom or a strong support area for it to move down. For it to move up, I mean. Yep, so we have 6 minutes left on the candle. Wow. See here, MGC. Yeah, this candle was very small candle. Okay, this range is about 900 pips almost. So I think over here we need to see like retracement. It looks like it's closing weak already, so we could possibly see this candle retracing here. I'm dropping down to the lower time frames because you can see like this 5-minute candle was about 300 pips almost. So this is something you don't see every day. Yeah, just this line here and this one right about there. So we'll adjust the lines after this 30-minute candle closure. I think it's much better to redo a top-down analysis after NYSE candle closure. Will give us a better idea about the market and better confirmation. Yeah, man, Trump is like moving the markets up and down. Man, doesn't make any sense. The thing, it's a very volatile moves. It's not like a small moves or anything. It's a very volatile move. Very volatile moves. Oh, there's some news that Trump is speaking now, so I think we should be careful, because whenever Trump is speaking, I think it's not a good idea to take any trades, because you don't know, you never know what could happen when Trump is speaking. It's very, very unpredictable. But in 2 minutes, this New York exchange will be open. Look at this here: New York, Toronto, Chicago. All of these exchanges will be open, and it will have a lot of volume. I think this was the best trade for the day right here. This was the best trade. Support formed right there. Very nice support formed. This candle retest the support, and on the break of the previous, you could have taken a buy. But on the 15-minute there is no top wick here, and we have a range. But yeah, in the 30-minute it looks perfect. On the 30 minutes and also on the 1 hour. 1 hour it looks like a wick fill, and on the 30-minute it looks like a support being formed, which is perfect. Perfect for taking buys. Let's check the Nasdaq real quick. We have about 1 minute. Wow, look at that. Nasdaq moved about 3,500. Wow, that's insane amount of pips. 3,500 pips just moved to the upside. Alright, so we have a strong support right here, and it looks like Nasdaq is moving to the upside, but I believe it have to retest this support before moving any further up. Yep, so wow, look at this impulse entry. This candle was a good trade right there, almost 500 pips. It was a very, very good trade right here. Congratulations to everyone who took sells on the Nasdaq. So now we are waiting for this 30-minute candle to close. Okay, it closed below. On gold it closed without a bottom wick. That's a little bit confusing, and it's not good still. So I don't think we can take anything here. It's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous to take anything here. Just be careful, guys. So this support is very close, so if you take sells, it can move a little bit down and reject on you. Stop loss is minimum of 500 pips stop loss, which is not a good idea at all. So if you like risking, you can just jump, go ahead. I'm not holding you or something, but yeah, just be careful in these choppy markets, high volatile markets. So because you don't know what could happen here. So this is the first break. I think it will probably move up on the second break, but in case it created a support for us right there, we will be looking to take a buys. Buys would be very, very nice. And also the 4 hour is closing in 28 minutes. So if the next 15-minute candle could close like this, could close above this line, could close green, we are going to take some buys. Otherwise we are gonna wait for the 4 hour candle closure in about 28 minutes, because this 4 hour candle closure will determine a lot of stuff. A lot will determine also the direction for the day after NYSE open. We will see from this 4 hour candle. Look at the 30, it broke the low, now it's breaking the high, and just confusing. Yeah, so if it didn't form support, I will just wait. I will just wait to find a better range than this, and here it looks better here. So unless something interesting is formed inside the range, otherwise I'm not gonna take anything inside here. Not gonna take anything because the direction of the day is not yet determined. We don't know what's the direction of the day yet. I believe in the next 15 or 30-minute candle we will find a clear direction for the day, and we'll be looking to take probably some shorts from there. I will be open to take some shorts, definitely. What's this? It looks like it's going now back to the upside, and probably if it created a support right here like I was waiting for, if it probably created a support we are gonna take buys to the upside in about less than 7 minutes. Now if this 15-minute can create a support, which it looks like it wants to, yep, we are gonna anticipate buys. And also if this candle closed like this 15, I'm going to move this support till here, which will be good, in a really good area to take some buys. Yeah, so 22 minutes left for this 1 hour candle. I would like to see the 1 hour candle just close like this, not green, so we have a higher probability to move to the upside. We have much higher probability, but the thing is that the 4 hour candle is also about to close in 21 minutes, which is really dangerous. Probably it's gonna retest from here. So next 4 hour candle will open the wick, it will come down till here, create a lower wick, and I believe it will move to the upside. By that time the price would have created a support, and we are gonna just enter on that support, looking good for buys. Or even better is sells below. Let's check the Nasdaq real quick. Yeah, it's moving similar to gold actually. Nasdaq is moving very similar to gold.
Okay. People are joining. Okay, right now we got 6 people. That's nice. So yeah, when price makes high and it retraces 50%, or maybe like whatever it can retrace.
So this is Alex and the boys. They are just, I think, explaining about the trading stuff. Yeah, make sure to join the group, guys. It's a really nice group. I believe you can get some, get a lot of value from there. They are explaining the charts and everything. So I'm gonna leave the link for this meeting in the, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat so you can go join with them. They are really nice, explaining in a on live basis, explaining the charts, doing analysis. Really helpful group. Oh, not this. I'm gonna send the Telegram group link in the description so you guys can join, and yeah, the hustlers. I think this is the Telegram link. Yeah, make sure check it out, join. A really nice group there, a lot of smart people, and they are only talking about the chart. It's a very very nice community, friendly, and it's very good. Yeah, I'm sure you will love it there. I'm sure you're gonna like it. Alright, so this 15-minute candle looks like it's gonna close in about 2 minutes in our direction. This is what I was anticipating now, and yeah. This is what I was waiting for actually. So can we see now this candle break above this area? Can we see this candle close and broke above this area right here? I think it's very possible now. It's pretty much possible. But now this 15-minute candle is the last 15-minute candle of the 4 hour. It's the last 15-minute candle of the 4 hour, so we should be a little bit cautious. We should be careful. We should be careful. We should be careful. This 15-minute candle is the last one for the 4 hour candle. Yep, it's the last one, so should be careful. How can I adjust this thing? Like this. Look, this is the 4 hour time frame, and it's going to close in about 15 minutes right there. That's why we should wait patiently. Don't take any trade on this 15-minute candle. It's not advisable, because probably the 4 hour candle is going to, we don't know actually what's gonna do, if it will close like strong bearish or weak bearish, weak bullish. But yeah, we'll just wait and see how will it close. All right, 300 pips to the downside. Yeah, so this, the 15-minute candle just closed now, created a support right here. Can we break below this support? If we broke below, we have a range to fill for about 500 pips, which looks good to go. Which looks good to go, but it needs to break, and it should not fill this week on the 15-minute time frame. It shouldn't fill the wick, and it should keep moving down. This is like simple price action. If it broke below this low right here, it looks good to go down. Yep, below this line right here. Alright, so it looks like it wants to move bullish, so we'll be waiting anyways. If it broke this 30-minute candle, also I believe it's gonna move to fill this range right here for about 300 pips. Could be even going for 500 right there. So yep, that's our lines right here. And if you notice that price move and respect these lines, like look, price respected it here and here, there, everywhere price is respecting this line. So this is what we are waiting for. Simple price action is just this is the lines of support and resistance, and we are waiting for the price to reject from them or just bounce off. Look, like here, price just bounce off this line right there. And you can see here there is endless amount of examples. Look, like price bounced off and was here rejecting. It's a little fake out, but most of the time you can see that it's respecting these areas, these lines that I have drew. Look how it's respecting these lines. So this is basically what we are looking for. It's just a very simple concept and simple strategy. No need to complicate stuff, because trading is not, it's not an easy thing to do. That's why it's better with simplicity. Wow, amazing what happened here. So if you go back like maybe 5 or 6 minutes back in the stream, you will see that I was saying if this 15-minute candle closed bullish, the next candle will move up. We can enter some buys, but I don't like how this candle closed. That's why I decided not to enter buys. But if you go back in the stream, like a few minutes ago, around 10 minutes probably before this candle close, yeah, like about 10-15 minutes, you will see that I explained how if this candle closed bullish above this area, the next one will keep moving to the upside. Alright, so it didn't broke the previous candle high. Now the interesting thing is that we have this 4-hour closure. 4-hour closing in about 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes for the 4-hour candle closure.
Right.
Alright, just 9 minutes, 8 minutes and 50 seconds for this candle to close. Let's check the 15. It's not breaking above. Looks like it wants to move to the downside now. It needs to grab some liquidity to move to the upside. So short term, it's moving down. Very interesting price action right here. So it's all about telling the story from the candles. Like our main job here is just to tell the story, how candles moves, this big wick, small wick, big body, small body. Is just the art of reading candles. Oh, I think I should do some video about that. The art of reading candles. Sounds very attracting. Wow, look at that. It's just moving up now. So is it gonna close above or below? Because it also matters if this 4-hour candle closed above, it looks like it's gonna keep moving down, moving to the upside, and if it closed below, it looks like it's gonna move to the downside. Like look at this, if it closed above, gonna move to the upside, and if it closed below here, it's gonna move to the downside like this. Yup, exactly like this. So this is what we are looking for. Here will be sells, will be the entry here, and above will be buys. Like after the candle closure will be buys right there. Let's make it green for buys, and here red for sells. I believe it makes a lot of sense and it's very clear for you guys. Wow, what a nice move. What a nice move. Exactly as expected. Nothing out of the nothing extraordinary. It's just normal price action and candle movement as it is finest. Yep, this is the two scenarios we are waiting for right now. Gonna take buys right there. Man, why it opens like this? Very huge. Oh, because it's on the 4-hour time frame. All this to the upside will be buys and shorts will be from here. And shorts will be from there. Yep, this is exactly my plan for the day. This is what I am looking for, what I'm expecting. And yeah, let's see how it goes from there. Let's see how it goes. So I want to show this just on the 4-hour, so we can come back later and check if our plan worked or no. Current interval only. Looks nice. Looks very, very good to go. Alright, this 4-hour candle, there's about 3 minutes left for candle to closure. Guys, if you are watching and enjoying this video, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, so it will help me to keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, it's not an easy job to do, streaming here live every day. and explaining the charts, yeah, needs some effort. Yeah. Alright, this 4 hour candle it's closing in about 2 minutes. Look at this setup, looks very good, very good for impulse buys. Looks very good for impulse buys. If it closed like that, oh wow, it's gonna be really interesting. No, it should close a little bit smaller, like above here. If it closed above here, it will look good for buys, otherwise we'll be anticipating sells. We'll be anticipating sells from there. Just be patient. Be patient. Patience is the key to success. The more patient you are, the more likely you are to succeed and pass the funded account you are dreaming of and get whatever you want from this, from the trading thing. Alright, 4 hour is closing in about 45 seconds. Let's remove these lines, remove all the lines. 4 hour. Alright, it looks like it's closing below this support area right here. Look, it was a previous resistance and support area, rejecting from it, so we are more likely anticipating this next 4 hour candle to move bearish. So we will be looking for sells after this candle close like this, and it's probably gonna create a bottom wick. Wow, look at this closure. Wow, on the 30 minute we have still some resistance area here. Actually it's right there, resistance area, very nice. 15 minute, oh, we don't have any red candle, so all what we need now is just a red candle followed by green, and then we can enter the sells. Yeah, something like this. Can we see this candle filling this week? There is actually very high probability that it's gonna fill this week right here to the left hand side. Because you can see that it also closed below this range. I think it doesn't look bad to move to the downside. It doesn't look bad at all. On the 4 hour, yep, it closed below this area. So at least it needs to create a bottom wick. Little bit tricky. Yeah, I believe it's much better to wait for this 15-minute candle to close bearish like this. If this 15-minute candle could close bearish, we will enter sales of the rip. Something like this. this candle could close bearish, which will give us the confirmation. So now we are waiting for the confirmation candle to close. For the candle to give us a confirmation if it's going for sells or for buys, something that looks like this exactly. Even if on the 30-minute will be much better. On any of these time frames, that is looking good to go. Man, I think if it broke this high, it will just keep moving up. If it broke this high right here, let's watch this together. If it broke this high, can it move up, or it's gonna create our resistance? Both of them looks good. If we got two 15-minute candle that looks like this, we can just enter off the rib just right away without any hesitation. We can enter from this 15-minute candle. That's what I'm just waiting for. Only one red candle to close. Okay, so look at that. Now is the flip. So let's see how many pips it will move after it flips. Is it gonna fill the wick, or is just gonna fluctuate after it broke this wick? after. So I think it tapped this bottom, it tapped this the bottom of the 4 hour, but it didn't actually move to the downside. It just tapped it, just a little tap, just a touch, nothing major yet, nothing big. I can't hear you, bro. Oh yeah, my mic was muted. I just saw it now. So yeah, what I was saying is the 15-minute candle. If we get now a 15-minute candle closure, I'm gonna enter this trade without any hesitation in about 6 minutes. We just need to wait 6 minutes, and if everything is good, I'm gonna enter a short position right here. Stops will be above the current candle high, like this. So I think you get the idea, right? Something that will look like this. Yeah, but this candle I draw it very big, but you get the idea. So I am anticipating short now for this candle to break its own low, which will create this 4 hour candle wick. Because if you can see here, this 4 hour doesn't have a bottom wick. And now this is not the first break of the 4 hour, it's the second break of the 4 hour, which will increase our opportunity and will increase our chances to move to the downside. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes left on the candle, guys. So can we get this? Can we get this trade? Looks very interesting now, and I think it's gonna probably close in our favor because it doesn't want to move up. Look at that, it does not want to move up. So I think there was some sort of a support here. Let me check the gold chart. Oh, I think it was right there. Okay. Yep, so if this 15-minute candle can close like this or like this, I'm just gonna enter sells. I'm warning you guys right here. I'm just gonna enter sells. I'm not waiting for anyone. Not waiting for anyone. If everything is okay, right about 4 minutes. 4 minutes left on the candle to close. Oh my god, I was speaking when the mic was muted all this time. So I'm gonna explain again the logic behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna explain now, guys. Just chill, relax, okay? So the thing is, there is a resistance area right here. You can see on the 30 minute. 30 minute price tried to break above this area. Price tried to break here, but it couldn't break, so it closed below this area. And then this is the second time price is trying to break above this area, but it looks like something is blocking it. It cannot move upside. So as we know, price have two directions, only can move up or can move down, right? So let's say if something is blocking the price from moving up, there is something that is blocking this price, this line, from moving up. So it will just move, touch a little bit, and then it will move down again because it couldn't move to the upside. This is the simple logic behind it. So if price couldn't move up, it will go to the downside. But how do we know that is going to the downside for sure? We need some sort of confirmation. And this confirmation is from here, this 15-minute candle. So if this 15-minute candle closed below, this will be our confirmation to take short. But unfortunately, it looks like it didn't close below, it closed above. It closed above. That's why we are not gonna take it. Guys, give me a minute here. I have an important call. Alright guys, so I'm back. Now what we can see here that it looks like gold broke to the upside. Wow. Wow, what a move. So man, it's very risky still to take buys. Still very risky to take buys. It could fail this week, but I don't think I'm gonna be anticipating any buys for now. It doesn't look safe to take any buys at the moment. That's why I'm gonna stay away from this. And as I told you, I'm waiting for sells, especially this 4-hour candle didn't even close with the bottom wick. There is no bottom wick for the 4-hour candle. It can move down and create a bottom wick anytime, can reject from there, create a bottom wick, and then go to the upside. Or I want to see a support that is formed right here. If we got a clear support, I think it will be much better to move to the upside. Alright, I believe this candle is not gonna break above, it's gonna break below really soon. This candle is gonna break below right now anytime. So we are gonna wait, just simply waiting, and we will see how, if this candle gonna break below, we are going to take some shorts. Take some shorts from there. Yep, just waiting for the 15-minute candle to close, and let's check the Nasdaq in Q real quick. Wow, nice move over there. Looks like this candle closed above, but it couldn't really broke. So I'm gonna be waiting for the next 15-minute candle. If we got a trade, it's gonna be good. Otherwise, I believe I'm just gonna call it a day right there, because we have really slow volume for not slow volume, I mean we've been having good moves all the day, but now when it comes to New York session, it's very slow now. Alright, 6 minutes there. Even if we got a really nice closure, I think it will be very nice. How much did this candle move? About 187. Wow, it moved 175 pips. Oh man, what a move right there. What a move. What a move right there. Alright, looks like 15-minute candle wants to close below now in about 5 minutes, and I think we are gonna anticipate this sell right there in about 5 minutes. Right there, look, just as we were anticipating. Yep. So look on the 4-hour. This was my plan. Tap, come down and tap. And here you can see on the 30-minute tap, come down and tap. So if it will close on the 15 like this, it's looking so good to go. Yup, actually the resistance area is above here in the middle, so it's right there. Much better, much better. So just 3 minutes left, guys. If this candle can close like this, I'm gonna enter sells without any hesitation at all, just going for sells off the rib. If this candle could close like this, exactly like this, is all I want to see. Next one, create a top wick and just move down, which looks very nice. This wick fill is about 240 pips, stop loss like 100 and something, but I'm anticipating also this 4-hour to create a bottom wick. Let's see now how will it close on the on the 15-minute candle. How is it going to close on the 15-minute? Alright, it's fluctuating a little bit. Fluctuating. We are gonna wait a little bit more. Wait a little bit more, and if it didn't give us the closure that we wanted, probably gonna look for another opportunity. Gonna look for another opportunity right there. Alright, 1 minute 30 seconds. It's looking good, looking really good right now. So let's check Nasdaq real quick before this 15-minute closure. Also, Nasdaq looks like it's gonna dump as well. Could this be true, guys? Could this be true? Alright, 1 minute on the clock. Come on. Can we see it? We need this candle to close at least below here, below this area. No, don't close weak bearish. I think it's going to close weak bearish. Okay, I'm just preparing my short. Stop loss above here. Take profit till here. Yep. So to be honest, I wanted to close below this area right there. Let's check the 5 minute. Looking good. It's looking very good to go. So the reason is I can take a peek at the 5 minute, because look at the 5 minute candle. Each candle is about 250 pips, which is, I think it's okay if you want to look at the 5 minute candle. So can we create a top wick, and then we will enter on the flip a little bit lower here. Give me a second. Create a limit order. Probably will place sell stop loss there, maybe 2 3. Yep, 3 looks good. 0.5% for about something good. Yep, so there I'm gonna sell actually if it broke this low again. If it broke this low, I think it looks good. Risking about 1% on this trade. My sell stop is there, order placed. So yep, and let's see now. Let's see if it's gonna rebreak or move to the upside. So it broke the low. Now it have the chance to come create a top wick and then move to the downside. Let's see. On Nasdaq doesn't look bad for sell as well. Doesn't look bad. You can sell below here. I think if it rebroke the low all as well, it should rebroke the low. So here we are risking about 1% for man, just wow, it's 1 to 8. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that is correct. Yep, the entry is here. So it's like about almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. If it went up, we don't have any business with there, but if it go down, we will be activated on this sell stop right there. What's this? Yep. Alright, so now it looks like it's moving to the upside. It looks like it's moving to the up. If it went up, I think I don't have any business with that. But if it moved down, I will be so interested in that. Especially, this is the 4-hour low. I believe it's gonna go over there and just tap it a little bit, at least tap this 4-hour low. Let me show it. Visibility minutes. All in reverse. Alright, so this is where I will be looking to secure partials and take something off the table and put my stops to break even right there. I will increase my stops above this candle. It's for about now 1%. My stop loss is about 1%, and take profit almost 1 to 3. It's almost. Now it's a little bit below 1 to 3. Let's check Nasdaq. It's just chilling. Yep. So now this is the trade on gold, waiting to get activated. Waiting to get activated. I think if it broke the high one more time, it's gonna go up. It's gonna move very, very fast to the upside. I think it's both sides gonna move very, very fast. So now it looks like it's re-breaking the lows. Alright guys, I think I got in. What the fuck was that? Look at this slippage right here. It got slipped again. Man, for 25 pips. What the fuck? 25 pips slippage. Look at that going. Just look at that going. But man, it's still, I got slipped. Man, this is like huge amount of pips. What the heck was that? What the heck? Why did I got slipped? Like 25 pips? Man. Oh. Now my stop loss was like 1%. Now it's 1.1, I think, or 1.15, something like that. So as I said, right here I'm gonna secure some partials, probably put my stops to break even and leave the rest to run. And for now, just waiting and chilling. Yup, got slipped so bad, man. 25 pips. What kind of trading condition is this? Okay, so can it hit the profit target? Could it hit our profit target? I think we are gonna see that really soon. Otherwise we will manage our risk. I think 1% is not a big deal. It's just not bad stop loss. I'm following my plan, my risk management, everything is placed. Now I just have to wait patiently for my trade. Waiting patiently. Alright, so there is one thing that I'm concerning about. is this 1 hour left, like about 8 minutes left for the 1 hour candle to close. Right about here you can see it, 7 minutes left. So I believe it should create a bottom wick before this 7 minutes. It's more likely to create a wick before 7 minutes. Yeah, look, got slipped and it didn't even, how many pips it moved? About 113 pips from the place there was my sell stop right here, and it got slipped. Look at this amount of pips. Wow, it got slipped like 25-26 pips, I guess. Man, this is some bullshit. It's some bullshit for real. But it's fine. It's very fine. I think good traders don't care about like slippage, not that much. It's a part of trading, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So if you are taking a winning trade, it will be a win, no matter how slippage or commission you're having, as long as you're having the right risk to reward and everything in place. So I noticed this rejection here to the left hand side. I believe I'm gonna secure it like right there for 1 to 2 will be my final take profit. Right there, probably on this rejection wick to the left hand side, almost 1 to 2. This wick, you can see it here. We got a rejection here before. This is where I'm looking to secure. Let's look to the left hand side a little bit, see what's there. There was no price for the past long time. Yeah, look. So my take profit is exactly on the right place, on this wick right there, which is a good, I believe it's a really good good take profit target. Yup. And my other one is right here on the 4-hour flip, which is, look, where I'm gonna place my stops to break even right about this area right here. So let's see now how this trade will play out. Are we gonna get a melter, or is it gonna stop us out? And in both scenario, actually it doesn't matter much for me, because every trade has a random outcome. So if I win this trade, doesn't mean I am profitable. If I lose it, it doesn't mean I am a loser. But yeah, my edge plays out over a certain amount of trades. It's not 1 or 2 trades. It should be like maybe 10 to 100 trades. That's how you can determine if you are profitable or no. So it was struggling a little bit to move to the upside, and also struggling to move to the downside now. And this 1 hour candle is gonna close about 3 minutes. I believe in 3 minutes it's gonna close. It's gonna be a really interesting closure, which I'm waiting for now. Gonna be very interesting closure, guys. So it's just fluctuating here, just moving up and down around my entry, which I don't like at all. I don't like that is playing around my entry, probably because of this support here at the 5-minute time frame. But yeah, let's just wait at least for this 15-minute candle to close. Let's check Nasdaq real quick. What's happening on Nasdaq? 30 minutes. Yeah, so I think it's better to wait for closure on the 30. If it closed below, it looks good for sells. Not gonna lie, it looks good for sells. Probably this 4-hour candle needs to create a bottom wick till here. Yeah, doesn't look bad for sells. Especially if this candle could close like this, and then you can take some impulse entry to the downside. Alright, our trade on gold is still loading. Till now, still loading. So how much is this week? This week is about 330 pips, and our stop loss now it's about like 200, almost 200 pips stop loss, but we have a good risk management here. Stops at break even, slash secure partials. So right there, stops gonna be moved to break even and gonna secure partials. Yep, look at that, now moving to the direction as we are expecting. Look at that, guys, look at this move. It's moving here when the 1-hour candle it's about to close. Wow, so the 1-hour candle just closed right there. I think it wicked down, right? But it didn't quite touch my area, and now it should break this low, otherwise it will move to my, I'm gonna move it to break even anyway, because this 1-hour candle closed bullish, as you can see, and to be honest it looks good to go and fill this week right there. It just looks good to fill this week. So yeah, I'm just gonna put my stops to break even right there. Stops at break even at top of this 1-hour candle, on top of it. So there was my target for securing, but it quite never reached it. Yep, this was a break even trade, guys. Wow, look at that candle moving. Wow. So this was actually a break-even trade. Didn't quite touch our line, and we got slipped. Actually, we got slipped for about 25 pips. So yeah, I think it's fine. We took a really good trade right there. Managed our risk, and yep, just another break even trade. Let me update the trades. So we don't have break even trade. That's very fine actually. Oh, look at that. I think it's gonna move down now. On the 1-hour it looks very good to move to the downside if it broke this low. If it broke this low, it's gonna move to the downside, but I don't think I'm gonna be entering anymore because of this choppiness that we can see here. Yeah, and I'm just not much interested. Look at Nasdaq moving. Wow. Wow. Absolutely crazy movement right there. You can see on gold and Nasdaq today. Yeah, I think it was just about 10-15 pips away from my first target to secure profits. Maybe, yeah, right about there. I believe it tapped it a little bit, but I got slipped on the entry and my stops was bigger than what I expected. So that's why I moved my break even aggressively, which I'm not regretting at all, because look at this, now price is consolidating. So after this move, now price is consolidating, which makes no sense, and I don't think there is no need to risk again with such a huge stop loss, because my stop loss was about 200 pips, I think. Yep, my stop loss was till here for about 200 pips, but it's quite not worth the risk anymore. Yep, unless it breaks below this 1 hour candle, and by this time I don't think I am gonna be here. Yeah, I don't like the movement of price now. So because previously during New York session we don't get any moves recently, because price moves in London and Asian session, and then in New York we don't have any movement, or like we don't have volume like before during New York session. Look at that, this is pre-New York. Price moved for about like 2000 pips, almost 2000 pips, and now this is New York SE. Since it opened right here, since New York session opened, the price is just consolidating. You can see that how price is consolidating, but for the rest of the day we had very clean moves. Look at that, 2000 pips up and down, 2000 pips, which is very good, by the way. Yeah, but I think it was a really nice trade and good risk management. If we didn't move our stops to break even, would have hit the stop loss. Wait, so our stop loss was right here. Yep, for 200 pips. That's where our stop loss was. 200 pips. Let me check real quick. Yep, somewhere right here. Little bit up. Oh, so it didn't quite touch it yet. Oh, I forget that I got slipped a little bit here for about 25 pips. Yep, it was 25 pips. So from here, 200 pips. Yep, I would have got stopped right there. If I didn't move my stops to break even, I would have got stopped out on the trade. So this is very good risk management. So I think price now is not moving much. I'm gonna call it a day right here. Gonna just call it a day, because there is no much things going on, and it's just consolidating in this area. Buys looks good above and sells looks good below here, below this range. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please leave a like and subscribe. and just be careful, don't overtrade today. No need to overtrade, you can just call it a session and go smell some grass, touch some grass, or enjoy your life. Otherwise, be careful and wait for closure, and you should use strict risk management. And that was pretty much it for today. Yep, and adios.